Right. Okay. So another way to um, get a hold of these multi-mesh options is to have a multi-mesh brush. So B IMM tune, that will be a multi-mesh brush, and then we'll have those options to play around with. Uh, let's see, multi-mesh select. Ooh, so we can select right here which one we want to lay down. Nice. Okay, that's handy. That one. Oh, not that one. Let's see. This needs to be probably 0. Okay. Then I want this multi-mesh brush right there. Cool. Multi-mesh selector. If we bump that up to 3. Oh, scary. Teeth. Oh, does it randomize the... Oh, that's exciting. Cool. Ugh. Okay. Fun. Now... Whoa. Okay. Brush. Variation... Or, sorry. Multi-mesh variations. This is what 5 looks like. Let's move to the other side. Okay. Click. 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 Brush. And then this variation 25. This is what this looks like. So I'm not sure how that randomizes through the multi-mesh brushes, but if we press M, we can see all of the multi-mesh brushes that are part of IMM Tune. Nice. Okay, so that's that. Enable triparts curve mode. Ooh, curve mode. I know how to access that. Let's M. Select something pretty basic. Nice. And then go to stroke, curve, turn on curve mode. So then brush. Okay. Now we've got the curve resolution, or we've got these additional things that we can mess around with. Enable triparts curve mode. Let's read up on this and see what it does. The triparts button enables use of an insert mesh comprised of 3 polygroups, with the middle one being replicated along the curve S length. Okay. And then when weld points is enabled, ZBrush will weld vertex points of mesh insert brushes that have open ends with same vertex points on either end when curve mode is enabled. Okay. Let's see. Nice. There's our curve mode. Sweet. Both sides. Yeah. So curve mode can be used to create all sorts of stuff. And then you can edit them further, and you can move them on your objects so they can look more exciting. Ooh, that's interesting. Cool. Okay, brush. Move that down. Weld points. So let's see what that's doing. So each time that I lay that down, it's going to give me a new multi-mesh brush. Whoa. Nice. I'm not sure if I can see the... oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can see the weld points stuff. Yeah. Who knows? Okay, next, we can stretch to fit curve step. When stretch is enabled, ZBrush stretch insert mesh to fit the curve when curve mode is enabled. Did that make sense to anybody? When stretch is enabled, ZBrush stretch insert mesh to fit the curve when curve mode is... Okay, so let's turn it on and see what that is meaning. Okay. Good. Curve mode. Ugh. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's doing either. Huh. Okay. Let's move down. Curve. Stretch. Okay. Overlap amount. And I'm not sure how to get that working. The variation selector slider will set how ZBrush will select the multi-meshes when the variation slider is enabled. Set to 0, static. Oh man. I'm not sure how to get that to work. Projection strength. The projection strength slider controls the strength that any insert mesh will be projected to match surface curve. A high setting will match the insert mesh to the surface of the target mesh. I have no idea what that meant. Projection. I know you can project things over here. Wait, subtool, and then projection is here. Yeah, project. So, extract. Nope, projection. Project all subtools. Oh, so if I've got multiple subtools, yeah, let's do this one. Control Shift D. Yeah, project all. Project all. What did that do? Project all. Okay, let's do that one more time. Control Shift D. And then distance. Project all. Oh, okay, let's Control Shift D. Now we've got several multi-mesh or subtools. So, brush. Let's see. Weld points, strength, trails. Trails count. Let's... Man, I'm not sure what those... Let's go back to B, tune, brush. Okay, now stretch to fit curve step. When stretch is enabled, ZBrush stretch insert mesh to fit the curve when curve mode is enabled. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure what that means. I can't get overlap to work. Curve resolution. We bump this up to 25 and then drag out curve I'm not sure what that does. Okay. Max bend angle. Let's see what this does. The max bend angle controls how much an insert mesh with curve mode enabled can bend on top of itself. A higher value will allow a larger bend. Okay, let's turn this all the way up. Nice, and see what that does. Move it around. Bend over on itself. Doesn't look that impressive. Okay, moving on. Trails. Let's see what trails are. Trails count. The trails slider will apply multiple brushes at once along the stroke to the surface. For example, if the setting is at 50, then as you are applying your stroke, ZBrush will be applying 50 instances of the same brush all at once. As you continue along your stroke, if you adjust the slider to a higher setting, you will see the stroke grow as you move along. Okay, so let's see what 100 looks like. Yeah. Nice. Wait, is this... I don't think this has to do anything with curve mode brush anymore. So let's deselect that and Dynamesh everything. Okay, so BCB. Okay. Oh, let's get rid of everything. Delete, yes to all. Not duplicate. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, that just leaves this. Okay, BCB. Right. Now, yeah, let's bump up the trails to 100. Whoa, that's doing something. That's interesting. Huh. It's making the stroke duplicate on itself as I'm moving along, so let's see. Okay, well that's nice. Good to know. Now, intensity, let's move this back down to 1. Trails intensity fall off. Okay. The intensity slider will control the intensity of the trails set. So if we bump this up to 1 and then the trails up to 100, it has a much greater effect. Okay. Nice, nice. How would I use that? I don't know. Okay. Now, trails intensity, V aperture, trails vertical aperture fall off. The V aperture slider controls the vertical aperture of an alpha in the alpha palette when trails slider is set higher than 1. Okay. Let's bump this all the way up and see what that does. Nice. Whoa. Let's go back to a simple sphere. Okay, make polymesh 3D. Now, brush. Okay. Okay, aperture, trails, vertical, aperture, fall off. Now, let's see what that does. Whoa! Something. Control D a few times and move really slow. That is a great way to make different facial expressions. I don't know. Okay. Now let's turn that back down and move H aperture, trails horizontal aperture fall off. Bump that all the way up and see how that affects our model. Whoa. Control Z, B. Whoa. Okay, let's see if this changes based on what we do right here. Okay, the aperture fall off. F to frame. Okay. Did that have any effect? I don't know. Okay, next we've got G position, trails global position fall off. Whoa. Okay, let's move this aside. Okay. G position, trails global position fall off. The brush palette contains most of the controls related to sculpting 3D models. There are several brushes you can sculpt within ZBrush 3. Each brush has a unique property that allows it to do something the other brushes cannot. Also, brushes in ZBrush can be modified using several important controls such as gravity, wrap mode, or density. The alpha palette controls the shape of your brush, and alpha is a grayscale intensity map. Okay, that makes sense. The stroke palette controls the way your brush moves over the surface of your model. There are several strokes that can be used in 3D: dots, freehand, spray, stroke, and drag rectangle. Okay. Brushes can also be saved and loaded by using the brush load and brush save as buttons. Saving a brush saves all of the settings in the brush palette, as well as certain preferences, stroke settings, and alpha settings. Okay, so what did that mean? Let's F to frame, Control Z a few times, and then click. Okay, BCB. Whoa. No. Okay, BIN for inflate. Now let's see if that has an effect when I adjust the G position. 0. No. B. Huh. Or maybe it was just the stroke that was... Okay, that slowly raises up in the air. So brush, G position all the way up. I don't notice anything. Okay, moving on. BCB, brush. Okay, U or L position. Oh, they're both the same thing. Okay, so let's see what this does. Whoa. No alpha. B polish. See what that does. Okay, it's very slow. B fold. Okay. Okay, that's what that does. Now, if I bump L position all the way up, I don't know. I don't know if that changed. If I bump both of them up, G position and L position, I don't know. Did that spin faster? Okay, next. Let's take a look at G orientation. Trails global orientation fall off. Oh, trails. That's why I wasn't seeing any change, because I'm not using trails. Okay, so, oh, wow, that's interesting. Whoa. Okay, B, bump. Now let's CB. Okay, click and drag. No, that's not good. B. Oh, the damn standard. Okay. Nice. It just carves into your mesh. So, let's give it some trails. Okay, that was a much bigger effect. Now, let's adjust the G position all the way up. Whoa.